Hey YouTube, welcome to the Golden Child Art Studio. Here I love crafts, fragrance, baking, and poetry. My name is Nikki, and this is actually my first video after a long time of procrastinating, and it is one of my goals to have this channel, so I'm glad you could join me today. Today my first project is going to be a glass bottle upcycle. One of my co-workers gave it to me as a bottle just to glam up as a gift, so I'm gonna upcycle it and give it back to her. I will resituate the camera here and then I'll be back in 1 second. Okay YouTube, I'm back. This is the glass bottle that I was given by one of my co-workers, Adriana, and it actually came with a black label on it, but to get the black label off, I soaked it in detergent and warm water, and the label comes straight off with your hand. So this bottle is going to be like a fuchsia color or like a rose color. I kind of have an idea in my mind, but you all know how it goes when you have an idea. Sometime if you're creative, you change your mind constantly. So just roll with me on this one. The first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and get some alcohol and wipe it down so it's clean. And you could just use regular rubbing alcohol. So you can start with a nice clean surface. All right, so the first thing I'm going to determine, I determine my front and my back of the bottle. So this is going to be my front side, and then I have my back side back here. So what I want this bottle to be is kind of a see-through bottle, and that you can look inside in the front, and then the outside is going to be rose color. So I thought I'll go ahead and put a picture on the inside to look inside. So I came up with this one. It says hello beautiful, and then this is one of the options that I have. The second option I have is this one. So I'm not sure which one I like better, really. Yeah, this is hard, y'all. I'm not sure which one I like better. I think this one is the one I like better. I'm trying to think. The colors on this one I like a lot. I don't know, what y'all think? I think I'm gonna go with the other one, this one. Yeah, because the black on the inside, I could do something with that on the outside to bring it all together, I think. So, yeah, so I'm rolling with that one. So in order to do that, you'll need, we're going to use Mod Podge, and we're just going to go ahead and adhere it to the back of the bottle. That was way too much, but that's okay. All right, so you will need a nice clean brush, paintbrush, and I'm going to turn the back of my bottle around, which is this part. And I'm just going to wipe it down. But before I do that, I want my edges to be kind of, I don't want it to be a defined line on my edges. So I'm going to go ahead and tear these edges. So it's kind of it would be kind of tapered around the edge. So what y'all doing today? I know the weather down here got us in the heat got us in the chokehold. Down south here. It's like, whatever you thought you was gonna do today, you're not gonna do it. Forget grocery shopping and all that stuff. The outdoor activities, forget it. So, hope y'all staying safe. Alright, so now I've torn around the edges, and so I can just start. And I like to paint the back of the photo, actually, just to get it kind of flexible. Then we're going to add some more to the back once it gets going. Once we get it stabilized here. Okay? So, yes, I did the wrong side. I modpodged the wrong side. But it's okay. I'm just going to do the bottle. And then situate it down. Make sure it's where I want it, because what I'm going to do is actually put a light in here. It's a little crooked, so I'm just replacing it. Let's see. Yes. Okay, so that's where I want it situated. So what I'm going to do is finish laying it down. Okay, there we go. I'm so glad I bought this little stand. I ordered it off Amazon. And the good thing is the Mod Podge. I like Mod Podge because it's a sealer, so it dries pretty quickly. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get some plastic and put over it. And I'm just going to try to get some of so the paper won't tear. I'm just going to try to flatten it down some. You could do this with your hand or a sponge. So you want it to be flat. Probably is too wide. Okay. Yep, and just rub your hand across there. You just want to get it nice and stuck to the bottle. Alright, so we got that part taken care of. So that's going to be the inside of the bottle. So now we got to get the outside of the bottle together. So what I'm going to do is let this dry for a few minutes and I'll be right back. Hey YouTube, I'm back. So I made a couple adjustments. I taped off the front of the bottle. That way I don't get anything on it and I don't have to keep cleaning it if I do get something on it, okay? And then I had to make some decisions while I was away. So the first decision I made was, instead of painting over this, which would be white, I don't have any rose paint. So what I'm going to do until I get some, I want the outside of the bottle to be textured. So in order to do that, what I'm going to do is take paper towels, and you just take them and you split them in half. If my little nubs can get it, okay, like so, okay? And for this bottle, you'll need about maybe 3 pieces. So on the paper towel, depending which kind you get, it has like a design on it. This has like a circular design, you can see that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover the bottle with the paper towel to make it textured, and then I'll be able to paint it whatever color I want to, okay? So in order to do that, what I'm going to do is tear this in half, crumble them up, okay? Uncrumble them. And then I'm going to take Mod Podge, and the Mod Podge, so when you do this part, you will need to mix it with a little bit of water. So a little bit of less water than your amount of Mod Podge. So like maybe like a 60% Mod Podge, 40% water, or 70% Mod Podge, 30% water. So the consistency is watery, but not so watery. You still want it to stick. So this is gonna be our, like a paste. And you're just gonna lay that down on there. And it's just gonna make the bottle textured when it dry. You put it underneath and on top. And you can use a good amount. I mean, it's once it dries, it will look nice and you don't have to do as much. But you can do it in big sections, little sections. I think smaller sections is better. And see, right now you see where the inside picture that I put, but that's going to cover that when I paint it. So I just wanted to have some texture and not be smooth on the outside. All right, let me finish doing this and I'll be right back. Hey YouTube, I'm back. So I finished putting the paper towels all around the bottle. It just needs to dry. I didn't do the neck part because I'm gonna put a cord, decorative cord around here with a charm. So I left this part just smooth. But let me let this dry for a few hours and I'll come back and I'll see what I'm gonna do as far as paint, if I'm gonna mix some paints to get rose or if I'm gonna just paint it white. But we'll decide when I get back. Thanks for watching. Hey y'all, so I'm back. So this did dry. It took about, let's see, 2 hours for it to dry. But you see how the paper towel, once it dries, it becomes lighter, kind of more of like a frosted glass. So what I did was I decided to go with the rose paint, but I had to make my own. So I mixed in red, purple, and then white to get this color. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and let me get a little bit of water. Yep, and just start painting it. I took off the front of the tape. Because on the edge, I'm going to do, I might add some rhinestones or some type of embellishment. But at least this gives it a texture so it just doesn't be smooth. Gives it some color. And you see it goes right over the background. So it's kind of like a hot pink, but not exactly a hot pink. The purple helps mute it a little bit. I'm just gonna give it one coat and then let it dry a little before adding the second coat until we get it how we want it. Okay. And it looks like, it actually looks lighter in person than on the camera. But, yeah, so. Yeah, and you could just taper off the parts that, you need to taper off. Yeah, so I don't have to worry about this part so much since I'm gonna do a ribbon around it, but I do want to taper off the rest of the other parts. So it's about 5 o'clock here, and I'm just now checking it to see if it had dried, and it did. So it doesn't really take that long for Mod Podge to dry. All right, let me finish painting this up. I'm almost done. And then I'll come back and we can do the twine around the neck and do some embellishments to it. Hey, I'm back. I finished the bottle. As you can see, I just went ahead and finished it. It's like 2 days later. So I finished the cord around the neck and then added a charm here. And then I made it, as you can see, mirrors around the edge. And so it is all done. I'm going to, I may, if I can, find a light to go inside to light up the inside. If I do, I'll post a picture of it. But thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. See you next time.